Welcome to another edition of the Sandhills Global Husker Rewind, powered by ABM and HuskerOnline.com. If you have equipment to sell, sell it at auctiontime.com. Sean Callahan here as Nebraska, a 56-7 winner over Northwestern on Saturday night, as we're going to talk to several standouts here from that game. And we're going to start on defense first with six-year senior linebacker. I like to say that, by the way, six-year senior. I think Pat Fitzgerald, I think, liked to know that you're done. What did Pat Fitzgerald say to you after that game on Saturday night?
Yeah, he said, "Can you graduate already? I'm tired of playing you." So that's the ultimate respect from an opposing head coach. So that was really cool.
Well, yeah, let's talk about this game, JoJo. You guys had a rough week at Michigan State, and we've been down this road in the past, and you just don't know how Nebraska's going to respond. And Scott Frost said after the game that he knew that this team was going to be ready. The week of practice was different. Everybody had this confidence going into the game against Northwestern.
Yeah, it's all about the guys in the locker room and the belief that we have in ourselves and in the process. So we didn't waver from the process. If anything, we doubled down on it this week. Practice was great. Practice all year has been great. And it's just doing the little things in practice, training ourselves, so when the big moments come, it's second nature. And
the script was flipped this week. The offense got the ball first for you guys, and they scored first, got up 7-0. How big was it for them to jump up, and then you guys get the stop right away?
Yeah, it's huge. To be up 7-0 and then, 21-0 by the end of the first, that's huge. That's not a position we've been in very much in Nebraska, so it kind of turned the tide a little bit. I could get used to that. And we just executed on all cylinders. It was great to see.
You had a big sack in the game and also a forced fumble. In fact, you had 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles on Saturday, led Nebraska with 9 solo tackles. Let's talk about the forced fumble play, though, and kind of how that all came about, because that was somewhat of a turning point. It's a 28-7 game. They're about to score. They get the ball in the third quarter. I know the game got away from Northwestern, but that was a pivotal moment in the game.
Yep, we were in our zero coverage. Just we gotta make a stop. We made a stop on first down, and then they were Jimmy jacking with the quarterback. Brought him back in, QB sneaks, and the next play, I could just tell they're in a run mindset, heavy hands from the offensive line, and I got a lasso call from Reimer that just says, "Go make the play. Don't worry about the quarterback." And I just ran right at the mesh point. Running back was trying to squeeze down on it. Quarterback was trying to pull it. I'm there to disrupt it. It was a perfect storm.
Got to ask you, too, about being back at home, a night game. What do you think of the new fourth quarter thing? I mean, they've kind of tried. You've been around a long time. They've done different things to start the fourth quarter. I think they finally might have found something.
Yeah, I think they're onto something there. The Thunderstruck was a hit with the fire and the lights, man. It was great. I mean, you talk to anybody, talk to Luke. It's the best part of the game, so it's good stuff.
So as players, you guys even kind of got into that? I mean, you were jumping around, getting into the little fourth quarter deal?
Yeah, no, I was definitely trying to just soak up the moment. It's a spectacle. I mean, 90,000 people. It felt like a concert in there. It was an unbelievable moment.
And finally, Jim Harbaugh and Michigan make their first trip to Lincoln since 2012. It will be Harbaugh's first game here as a Michigan head coach. What are you looking forward to? Another night game, national television. Great opportunity, obviously, this week for you guys.
Yeah, it's an opportunity to show Harbaugh and Michigan what Lincoln's all about and the type of team we are. So it's just another opportunity to prove ourselves this week, stick to the process, and let the result take care of itself.
Well, JoJo, great game.
Appreciate it, Sean.
All right, much more to come here as we continue to wrap up Nebraska's 56-7 win over Northwestern. You are watching the Husker Rewind, brought to you by Sandhills Global and powered by ABM. And we're back here on the Husker Rewind, brought to you by Sandhills Global and powered by ABM. Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline as we wrap up Nebraska's 56-7 win over Northwestern, continuing on the defensive side of the ball, joined now by starting cornerback Quentin Newsom. Quentin, congratulations. Obviously, it had to feel really good last night just to have it all clicking.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, what was the week like as you guys got ready for Northwestern?
I feel like the week went great for our preparation, getting ready, going into the game. I feel like at practice we really worked on things we needed to get fixed as far as special teams, defense, and offense. So all around, I feel like our focus was there, and we were really locked in to fixing our mistakes this week.
The previous loss at Michigan State was obviously a low moment, but you just got the sense everybody knew that it almost could maybe be a turning point if you guys handled your preparations correctly. Mm-hmm. And just kind of what went into the week after Michigan State, and how did you guys know that that was going to be maybe a turning point to your season, hopefully?
After Michigan State, we knew that we kind of beat ourselves that game, sort of, I would say. So it was something like we knew we had the talent. We knew that we were finally this team that we really wanted to be, even though we're still not there yet. But that game was really heartbreaking for us because we know we were supposed to come out with the victory that game. And it's just simple mistakes that we made. And other than that, I feel like we played a good game. But I think that really helped us. Like the heartbreak, it kind of helped drive us to be a better team and really focus on the little things.
How much fun is this defense having when all 11 guys are clicking the way you guys are playing together?
Defense really fun. Every time we go on the field, we just know we just gonna get a stop no matter where we are, no matter where the ball is. We just want to get the ball back to our offense. So defense is really fun. We look forward to going out on the field every time.
This week, you guys play Michigan. Jim Harbaugh comes to Lincoln for the first time. Mm-hmm. How big will this week be now as you turn the page and get ready for an undefeated, potentially top 10 ranked Michigan team?
This week will be very important for us. This will be an important game for us. I feel like as far as going into this game, as long as our focus is good, we'll be good. And I think this Michigan team is a very good team coming in, and we need to limit the mistakes in this game as well. The
atmosphere, I got to ask you about that as well. I mean, did you almost forget what a great night game atmosphere would feel like at Memorial Stadium, and how special was it to be a part of one?
Yeah, the atmosphere was amazing. I felt like it was my first time out there again. Like it's nothing really like it, like a night game in Lincoln. It's just different, man. Like everybody has fun out there. It's just a good experience.
Well, Quentin, congratulations on the win over Northwestern, and best of luck as you get ready for Michigan.
Thank you.
All right, much more to come here as you are watching the Sandhills Global Husker Rewind, powered by ABM. And welcome back here to the Sandhills Global Husker Rewind, powered by ABM. If you have equipment to sell it at auctiontime.com. Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com. Let's talk offense now. And really, a lot of things came out of this game, but arguably maybe the biggest new storyline to emerge was that of Jaquez Yant. And by the way, it's Jaquez Yant.
Jaquez, yes, sir.
Well, Jaquez, let's get our viewers up to speed with your story. How did the week kind of play out? Because they definitely kept it close to the vest. I think everybody's assumed, things were going to stay status quo, and then there you are, 64-yard run in the first quarter.
Well, one thing I can say about our coaches, they know what they're doing. They know when the right time. They know who needs to be where. They know. So I was told a couple months back, I was told that I need to lose weight. Me personally, I was like, upset about it. But like I said, the coaches knows what it needs to be. So I ended up a couple of weeks knocking off 20 pounds, going to practice every day, still giving them my all each and every day. And they ended up telling me texting me. My coach Hale texted me and told me this could be a big week for you. You need to stay out there, be on time, so forth. And, that's what I did. And he said, you're going to get your opportunity tonight, so make sure you do your thing. So that's what I did.
When you look at your skill set and what you bring, how is it different than maybe what Nebraska had at before? I mean, what are you bringing to the table that's kind of helped this offense in the game on Saturday night?
I love thinking I'm not gonna let one person bring me down. That's just my motive. Like I really hate. I get upset when I get stopped behind the line of scrimmage. I don't care if it's 4 yards, 2 yards, 3 yards. It's a must that I get yards each and every time I touch the ball. So I feel like I bring that power and that muscle to the team. So.
Northwestern had to be surprised to see you. You probably weren't on very many scouting sheets when you were in the game. Did you sense some panic on their end? Like, wait a minute, we don't even know who this guy is. And he just went 64 yards, the longest run of the year by a Nebraska running back.
Yeah, I mean, Northwestern, they're a great team. They came out and competed, but I feel like, I've seen the whole offense, O-line, spectacular job opening the holes for me, but we did what we were supposed to do. So,
yeah, you talked about the weight that you lost. Give us an idea. Where were you at when they told you that, and what did you get yourself down to? And you even joked the suits that you guys got. You could tell your pants. Were probably 3-4 inches.
You wouldn't even know because I had the jacket on over it, but I had to roll because I didn't even have a belt. So I had to roll my pants up. So
and that's
it was part, as I'm doing the Unity walk, my pants slipping down. I'm just like, I gotta, But yeah, but my weight, probably like a couple weeks ago, I was probably at like 255, 258-ish. Today I'm at 232. So.
And that's just strict dieting.
Yeah, yes.
What did you cut out? Like what was like your go-to driving home from the stadium fast food meal that you don't get anymore now?
100% Raisin Canes.
Raisin
Canes.
You're not getting the 3-finger meal. You're getting like the
Caniac combo. It's like
the family pack.
Yeah, man. That was ridiculous, man.
So no raisin. You could have a few days of that.
Yeah, but I had to cut it out completely. But it put me there. It put me where I need to be. If you need to gain weight, go to Raisin Canes.
Well, let's talk Michigan. This is obviously a big game for you now moving forward to kind of stack performances. How locked in are you already on the Wolverines?
Oh, I was, we're going to celebrate last night and win victory, have fun. But now today, we already looking ahead. We're starting to focus. That was a great win. But now we got to go ahead and start, focusing on this game. They're a great team, so I feel like we're going to be prepared for them.
Jaquez, congratulations on your performance.
Appreciate it.
First game as a Husker, really getting carries, go for 100 yards. I'm sure people are looking forward now to seeing what you can do this week against Michigan.
Yeah.
All right, well, much more to come as we continue our offensive breakdown as you are watching the Sandhills Global Husker Rewind, powered by ABM. And we're back here on the Sandhills Global Husker Rewind, powered by ABM. Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com. If you have equipment to sell it at AuctionTime.com. Now joined by Nebraska freshman wide receiver Xavier Betts of Bellevue West. It's weird to say freshman because you've been here 2 years, but still a true freshman. And Zavier, obviously a big moment last night, set the tone of the second half with an 85-yard run. Just kind of go into the details of that play and how things developed.
So as we were coming out the half, Coach Frost was kind of talking about some of the plays we were going to be running. And at first we weren't really sure if I was going to be in or if Awante was going to be in, but then he wanted me in specifically. So this was a play we had been running all week, and it didn't really look the same in practice as it did in the game. The game was so much better picture than what we were getting in practice. So seeing that and then being able to hit that, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, when you're sitting back there and you see the look that you want, how excited do you get before a play like that, knowing like, man, if one guy makes their block, I'm gone?
Oh, it's exciting. It'll throw your confidence and your adrenaline through the roof. And then as the play was developing, it was just, and that hole opened up, it just sent me.
Yeah, the option elements they've added to this offense, it's a new wrinkle that we've seen. How much has that given some defenses problems having to account for Adrian, a running back, a receiver coming around? There's just so many levels to that option play you guys are running now?
It's honestly, I think it's extremely hard, especially with the speed we have running the motions and the options. It makes it very difficult for defenses to kind of either focus on one person and try to corral a couple of guys, because we've got so many different people we can give the ball to, especially with the option stuff.
How much better is this group of receivers compared to a year ago when you have Samori, you have Omar, you have yourself out there, you have Oliver Martin, you've got the tight ends? I mean, just go into detail on how much better this group has gotten year over year.
Especially from last year to this year, we have so much more depth and so many more guys that can play significant minutes that when we're out there and like even in practice, we can go all out for 2-3 plays, get a quick sub, get right back in, and then rotate, and then we can just keep doing that and just keep wearing people down.
I got to ask you, too, you've battled a lingering injury really since the Buffalo game. How hard has that been to kind of play through some pain, and do you have to kind of manage what you do in games just to make sure you don't kind of make things worse?
It's been a little difficult. There have been some times where it got really bad, especially in the Michigan game. But overall, it's been a struggle, but I've kind of liked it. Pushing through adversity kind of allows me to make myself better. So it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and let's go more into that with your personal ride. I mean, you obviously got into Nebraska, academically you had to work really hard to get here. How much have you just grown up and matured just being away from the Omaha area, being in Lincoln, being a Husker for over this last year?
I've matured so much. There's so many things that I used to do or things that I thought were the right thing to do that I've now seen that aren't the right thing and have completely changed from what I used to do to what I'm doing now, so that I can stay on a good track to progress in and keep playing.
Who are the people that on the team that you kind of look up to and, have been good role models to kind of show you the ropes?
Adrian, for sure. I talked to JoJo quite a bit. Travis and Austin have been big helps. Chris Hickman. And then I look to a lot of the receivers, Omar, Levi, Oliver, Wyatt, and Alante and Samari. So I have a huge group of guys I can pick from.
And now this week, you guys have a really big game again, a night game, a back-to-back, actually 3 night games in a row. You guys liking these night games?
Honestly, I kind of do, but I also don't, because we have to sit in the hotel all day. That's the one thing that kind of kills it. But being able to play at night under the lights is so much fun.
Well, Zavier, congratulations on the big game against Northwestern, and best of luck here as you guys get ready for Michigan.
Thank you.
All right, much more to come as we'll close this week's Husker Rewind with running back Ramir Johnson. All right, final segment here of the Sandhills Global Husker Rewind powered by ABM. Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com. If you have equipment to sell it at AuctionTime.com as we put a wrap on this victory, 56-7 win over Northwestern. Talking now to running back Ramir Johnson. And Ramir, it feels like this offense really turned a page. You guys have kind of shown some flashes, and Saturday night you finally put it all together.
Yeah, and like I said last week in my post interviews, we just needed to match the energy of the defense, and I think yesterday we actually did that. So I was just happy with the performance we all did yesterday.
And you guys made some changes on the offensive line for Game 6 to go with a new left tackle, a new left guard, and move your left tackle to right tackle. You never know how that's going to work out, but just from the naked eye, it looked like it went really well. What did you notice, just especially on that left side of the line, the difference they made in the game?
Yeah, they were just getting some movements. I mean, the left side, which is, as you saw, we got a couple runs on that side. So I was just impressed with the with the new adjustments and how they handled the new adjustments and stuff like that. It was just a lot of movements, a lot of power. So it was good to run behind.
I bet being back at home makes a difference too. It's a little easier to hear. I'm sure those guys can fire off harder. Where in the last 2 weeks you were on the road, some pretty loud atmospheres were. Hearing the claps and the cadences, you don't always fire off the same maybe as you would at home.
Yeah, it's almost like just practicing with some fans and stuff like that. So I guess it was good to just be in that atmosphere and not get heckled at. You know what I'm saying? Just play our game and just focus in and lock in.
A lot of guys we've talked to, Ramiro, talked about the patience that you've shown, and how you're an example to other guys. Because let's be honest, the beginning of the year, you probably weren't very happy with where things were at, and you waited and you got your opportunity. Do you try to tell that to younger guys that are frustrated? Like, look, your time will come, and you got to take advantage of it when it does come.
Yeah, all summer, I was just telling guys, like, look, it's a mindset thing. You just got to stick with it. You never know what can happen. Guys like Yant, I tell them every day, like, look, man, we're here right now, but trust me, like, some point in the season, we're going to be up here. And as you see, things are starting to work well for us. So I just tell guys, just stick with it, be patient, work hard, and working hard always gets you to where you need to get to. So that's my mindset, that's my philosophy. I try to get to tell the guys on the team and stuff like that.
And when Gabe Ervin Jr. got hurt, you kind of lost your complimentary part. What did Jaquez do for you in this offense in his first time out, and how much did that really complement your speed? Right.
Now, he was just bringing the power. Like, as you saw, people couldn't stop him. Like, and we need that too. He's like I got to say, he's the thunder, and I'm the lightning. And with those two components, it's hard to pretty much stop and stuff like that. So we needed something like that. So I was happy for Yant yesterday. I've been rooting for him for a long time. I'm glad he got a chance to get on the field and do his thing.
Can anybody tackle that guy one-on-one? Do you see very many tackles on him in practice?
It's same thing you saw yesterday in the games where he do at practice every day. He just run through, can't stop him, stiff arm. It's just, he's a freak.
Well, now you're home again. It's a stretch. We're going to play 4 out of 5 games at Memorial Stadium, Michigan. Arguably as big of a game as you'll see in the stadium in a while. Another night game. How much are guys already locked in on the Wolverines? Oh no, we locked in. It's this. We got capitalize from this win, and go even beyond what we did yesterday for this team. They're a good team, but I think we play our part. We should be able to have some good results. So we're ready. Have a good week of practice, and hopefully get us where we need to get to. Ramir, congratulations on the great game, and best of luck as you get ready for Michigan.
Thank you.
And that wraps it up here for this week's edition of the Sandhills Global Husker Rewind, powered by ABM. For HuskerOnline.com, I'm Sean Callahan.